So what do you really know about leprosy? Hi, my name's Harry, and I'm in Kolkata to meet people facing a life-changing diagnosis. The reason I'm here is because my mum has an aggressive tongue cancer and is struggling mentally. And as she used to be a nurse, I want her to learn life lessons from people she would have treated from within a hospital where the name of the condition can be more deadly than the disease itself.
Because of leprosy, we can't survive in our society.
They ignore us.
They ignore you.
Ignore us. Till now.
And it's much less now, the stigma, but still, children are separated from their mother, husbands are thrown out from the family, children are not allowed to go to school.
In this period of time, I think that it is more better if I suicide.
It's almost like classifying them as a separate race.
It's sort of more living death. Leprosy doesn't usually kill, but it's worse.
In this film, I'll explore what it means to be given a second chance and learn about how an organisation run by a passionate mother and father figure makes sure that every patient has the hope, strength and determination to carry on even in the darkest of times. This is my day at the Leprosy Mission Trust Kolkata and what I learned about living again. Growing up in the UK, leprosy was this terrifying word found in books, films, and history lessons. You said that in the Bible, it's...
Oh yeah, it's like lepers are seen as like the sinful and punished.
If you're kind of someone who has leprosy, then you're not just punished. Well, it's people are getting their perceptions from one of the most popular, important holy books on the planet.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to escape any sort of stigma if in that
It's a long time.
text itself you are seen as sinful. I just think it's super interesting how they even have like a nickname for it. You know, people with leprosy are called lepers. Like you don't, people who have cancer, you don't go, there's the cancerists or the cancers or something like that. So they've been defined as their own population of people. So I honestly didn't know what to expect on my way to the hospital. I thought maybe it was a place people came to when life is basically over. But from the moment I arrived, after speaking to the team about what leprosy even is, everything I thought I knew started to just fall apart. Hello, hi. Lovely to meet you in person. And speaking to the woman who runs the place, she's just an incredible person. It's like a superhero's cape, the white cloak.
Leprosy is sort of found most in India, and so naturally most of the work is in India, but it is the least infectious of the infectious diseases, which we hasten to say because people are so afraid of it. Load of leprosy has gone down after modern medicine, sort of between the early 80s and now, like we could say 17-18 million patients have been cured. So I used to work here from 89. And we could never finish, like the patients, and the whole thing would be full. We would even have to put beds on the corridors. So, as I told you, it's quite empty now. Yeah. So this is one of the patients who's had an amputation.
Oh wow. How is he feeling?
He's telling he's now fine.
Okay.
Operation is successful.
Yeah.
And he's happy.
It was surprising to hear that there was so much aftercare and a structured response when it came to treating leprosy. I'd always heard the term leper colonies and assumed they were just hidden away somewhere. But here, every aspect of treatment is taken care of. Can you ask her what she thinks about this hospital? How has her service been?
She's telling all is good, all is great.
সিস্টারও ভালো আছে আর হসপিটালও ভালো আছে আর আমরা এখন ভালো আছি
And she's the best?
They বলছেন আমি কেমন?
If I said you were a selfless person, would you agree?
No.
No?
No.
How come?
I can't. We have also reaction patient there. We have only one right foot, so we can protect this leg. We can use this prosthesis and can walk. Every year he comes 5 to 6 months. He is here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Every year?
Every year.
So is he famous now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the most famous
His
patient.
name we all know, and we'll know Hasmat is coming,
Yeah.
and we all meet him.
Going around and meeting the patients affected by this quite treatable and manageable disease made me question whether this was indeed a leprosy hospital. So I had to address the elephant in the room and find out exactly where did the global fear for this condition originate from, and just how bad is it here in India.
Leprosy is one of the oldest diseases known to man. 6,000 years or more we have record. There's so much, darkness and superstition about it that you must have done something really sinful or you were bad in your past life. So before that, without care and effective treatment, people would get ulcers. Say a farmer, walking barefoot in his field, everything's fine, and he has anesthetic feet. So he's not going to, keep looking at his feet, right? Which poor person has the time to put cream and soap the feet every day, right? And so something will prick him, and he won't know, a thorn or a stone that will lodge there, that will grow because he'll keep walking on it, and then there will be an ulcer which will be infected, ulcer which will grow and lead to all sorts of things which in the end you might have to amputate his leg. And then at that point the multibacillary form also was more common, so you got nodules on the face because the bacteria will grow and the whole skin would be thickened, so that it was called a leonine face, or folds and pretty ugly, and the eyebrows would fall off and the nose would get depressed.
And unfortunately, despite the early onset treatment, the fact that it isn't even a catchable disease, and almost every human being immune to leprosy, the stigma of having dirty blood still persists from these ancient fears. And on my tour, I met a 21-year-old student called Amit who shared his personal experience of it and a less talked about type called neural leprosy, which I had no idea existed. And what did you experience then?
In this period of time, like reaction, it is so painful.
So painful?
So painful.
Really? What, all over your body or?
No.
Okay.
My hand, mainly unlum nerve. It is neuritis. In this specific nerve, only pain. It is so painful. In some time, I did not sleep 12 days. I did not like sounds. If someone tell me some good things, then I so angry to eat. In this period of time, I think that it is more better if I suicide.
Yeah.
Because too painful.
Yeah.
I was so suffering. There is a misconception about leprosy. They feel that it is a punishment of God, but it is not. They have also misconceived that if I touch a leprosy person and if I go beside him or near him, I also catch leprosy. But it is not. Near my neighbors did not came in our home. They ignore us.
They ignore you.
Ignore us till now.
Because of leprosy, we can't survive in our society. So people have stigma in their mind.
And it's much less now, the stigma, but still, children are separated from their mother, husbands are thrown out from the family, children are not allowed to go to school. The amazing thing is that if you can give a dose of this multi-drug therapy, which goes on for 6 months now, till recently it was 1 year or 2 years, So if you give the first dose, which is a combination of 3 drugs, you, like within 72 hours, 99 log, and even say 99% of the bacteria die, and you stop being infected. So like there's like hardly any reason to be scared now. But the whole thing hinges on that early detection and effective treatment.
And this is the Leprosy Mission's biggest success story, and not just in the treatment of physical injuries, but in the way that they operate like a family and keep all their patients in high spirits throughout their time here. And in the case of Sister Pretty, they even supported her further after her mum was treated here.
She came here 1999. Then she through for treatment, and then in 2000 I born.
This bed, really? Wow. Every day do you come and touch it?
When I come to childhood and I see the patients are having ulcers in his food and they are feeling so bad. Then that time I decide that when I grow up, then I become a nurse and I serve the needy, and Leprosy Mission supports me.
And because of her passion for helping, they financially backed her all throughout her nursing degree and now use her story to inspire the younger generation in their outreach programs about how families who have been affected by leprosy can thrive. And this is where their work is most important, as they're not only raising awareness, but also supporting vulnerable communities and giving hope to those who are starting to picture a future.
No problem. If you are not decided, you decided today. What I am doing. For example, her birth is our hospital.
Yeah, I heard.
His success, her success stories.
Yeah.
Even though the Leprosy Mission Trust India in Kolkata, we are supporting her to education. So we are very appreciate to her success story.
And they feel very inspired?
Yes, inspired. They are very inspired.
In anything in life, we need exposure to something to really understand it. And then once we've had that exposure and we've really learned about it, that's when we can kind of make those informed decisions in our mind about how we react to it. And I think leprosy is one of those. Leprosy is something that needs education, it needs awareness, and it needs to get rid of the stigma. Like so many other things in life had stigmas too before, and then, you know, we kind of dropped those as society moved on, and I think leprosy is still one of those things too. I did ask some of the kids about the younger generation, and the younger generation seems to understand it more, and that's where the hope lies. You have such a good energy, and I feel like the patients in here probably really feel that when you speak to them.
Yes. Patients told me also.
Yeah.
You were very good. You were. Patients also like me.
Yeah. I like it. I can see why. Sister Pretty's story is truly inspiring, and it's so amazing to see someone so young dedicated to the cause. The truly caring nature from Anima and Mark has spilled down from the top, and you can feel it in the way the patients speak about the hospital. Oh, this is your...
I will do very well.
Oh, wow, yeah. Did doing the art, was that kind of a good therapy for his mind during this time?
Doing this work, he feel happy.
Yeah?
In our Christmas program, we are also doing handwork and sing song.
Oh, yeah?
And also jokes. And they all are participating in this.
All these facilities here free of cost. It is from food to medicine, all of things free of cost here.
Wow.
It is most a good thing. I also thank the Leprosy Mission Trust India and the Leprosy Mission International, because I felt the importance of this NGO, and I think after some time, after some year, the leprosy will go to zero leprosy.
He has given his 24 hours for this hospital.
Yeah, it seems like it.
We feel proud, very proud.
It's all by God.
Yeah.
Because God is given me that talent, and that talent I am using.
Yeah. If you had one thing to kind of say to people who don't understand leprosy, or like what would it be, or what message, or something?
It's hard, but
Yeah.
I just tell them to just come and visit. Once you've come and visit, then you'll be affected. You change. You'll see if you want to sort of get involved. For example, like if when it happened just some months ago, I had a very bad bout of flu and all, and I couldn't come. And then when I came after a week, and I just came to the ward, and I was in a normal mode. And then, see, how are you? Are you okay? We were thinking of you, and and see all these people with horrible ulcers and without fingers, and it just makes you feel so humble. If I heard somebody's sick, I'll say, oh, I'm very sad, okay. But they really care,
मतलब वो अच्छे हो जाए, मिलजुल के रहें, जैसे सभी को प्यार करते हैं मॉम.
He's doing all is good. Your mom is have a picnic with you, and
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. It was a really, really positive day. I came out of there just feeling, I don't know, very grateful for the work that they do, and for the family, the family community that they've built in that place. I think if you're going to be treated anywhere, then the Leprosy Mission Trust is probably the best place to go.
really nice meeting you, and
you too. I think with my mum, what I hope she can take away from this look into the Leprosy Mission Trust is that people are affected by things, and they let it affect them mentally, and they go through that tough period when it happens, but then they decide, you know what, I'm in charge of my own life. I'm in charge of exactly how I want to live the remainder of my days, and I want to put a stop to feeling negatively about it. It's like saying, right, you have this amount of time to feel bad, then that is not going to help you, that is not going to serve you as you continue forth in your life. Let's put that to the side, and you give it what it needs, and then you move on. And I know that's way harder saying that than it is in practice, but maybe if you can have the idea to do that and the will and determination, then that could be something. So I hope that's something that my mum can take away from this. Also, my mum has faith too, so maybe that's something she can be comforted by as well. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and if you can, become a Patreon. You have early access to the videos that I'm shooting right now, some behind the scenes stuff. In fact, I'm just collecting so much footage, I just want to keep sharing it. So that's going to be one of my missions, is just to share little snippets from everywhere that we're going, because I don't want this footage to go unmissed, because it's just such a fantastic country with so many things to share. So yeah, please keep following, become a regular supporter if you can. That really helps the project, the mission, the production of this series, and to keep it going for as long as possible, for as long as these videos I can make with my mum and the Dorothy House Hospice care. And also, if you can, maybe support the Leprosy Mission Trust over in Kolkata, and also Dorothy House Hospice. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.